Mr. Speaker, I thank you once again. And from the onset, I'd like to thank my colleagues, the distinguished senators, who contributed immensely to this very, very important motion of trying to use technology to be able to increase opportunities that can be harnessed to build this economy. Mr. Speaker, from yesterday, when we began discussing this motion, Senator Sakaja spoke heavily about what happens in terms of the talent that we have in this country when it relates to the use of technology. And I thank him for having pointed out that there is a hub that focuses on really building tools that if the Ministry of Tourism, and also now that has been reiterated by Senator Kajwang, the Kenya Tourism Board, can be able to tap into this talent that we have locally, we can be able to move away from the traditional land and sea tourist opportunities. Mr. Speaker, from where you come from, the Samburu, I can tell that there is a lot that the tourists can be able to learn. And Mr. Speaker, using this location-based data analytics can be able to help us tap into these tourists who are coming here, interested in not only going to my county, which I love, and I want them to come more, but those people who would be interested not only in seeing the wild animal, but also in our culture. Leaving that money locally is something very, very important. One of the things that, Mr. Speaker, that all the other senators have spoken about is that we are really underutilizing our opportunities, our resources that we have in this country. And I think it is time that because of all this level of unemployment, I agree entirely with Senator Fatuma Dulo when she stated that it is imperative now that we start even including this tourism as a curricula, you know, a course in the early level, so that when these kids are growing up, they can be able to use technology, and particularly this new technology of location-based data analytics. It is wrong. That technology helps you be able to really improve more, you know, on your business. And in terms of tourism in this country, Mr. Speaker, we've got to look at it as a business. When you look at in Kajiado, in Samburu, in Homa Bay, every part of this country, there are certain aspects of culture that can be used to be able to increase more revenue. I want, Mr. Speaker, sir, that when a tourist lands into this country, we should not only be giving them an opportunity to go see our wildlife and our beautiful beaches, and we forgo to tap into their interest. When they come here, and particularly young kids who are in school in America, who are coming here for the summer holiday, Mr. Speaker, those kids are interested in community development. Those kids are interested in environmental issues. You know, climate change is something which is becoming problematic. Mr. Speaker, all the senators who spoke, who contributed to this matter, really raise a concern that unless we now diversify, then of course we are not going to be, this tourist coming in here will not be of any good use to us. It is embarrassing that right now, as we currently stand, we are number 80 out of 136. Yet we have 43 different ethnic groups in this country that these tourists can be able to tap into. Mr. Speaker, sir, yesterday, Senator Bishiro Halako talked about the issue of looking at these tourists as a way to help these counties increase their revenue collection. That one, I could not agree with her anymore. I think it is important that with these correct tools, all of them technology, all these counties can now carry out their skills and say, with the tourists coming in here, we have community development here. Today is an International Day of Girl Child, Mr. Speaker, sir. There are women who came from abroad, who came here, but we were not able to tap in to tell them that in Marakwet, there is an event taking place there today or on Saturday. In Narok County, there is probably an event taking place, and they are interested in it. When these tourists go there, they will leave $100. They will spend that money. That money will go directly into helping that community. Mr. Speaker, sir, I do not want to deliberate more on the issues that have been raised, but every senator spoke about an opportunity that we have, that we can be able to give our tourists. We don't charge them any more money. They're already coming in here. We give them an environment which is safe. We introduce them to our culture. Not a situation where, when the tourists are going to Masai Mara, there are so many of us, my fellow tribesmen, standing there on the gate, selling them beads. No. You know, let them come. Let them experience. Let us enjoy this thing called a day in the life of a Kenyan. When we expand that, then of course we can be able to really improve on our position, particularly on the culture, in terms of our ranking worldwide, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, what we have in this country is amazing. Senator Kajwang spoke about the Gold Coast, where we had an opportunity to travel with him to go there. They really didn't have a lot, but the little they had, they were able to make sure that they maximize it, to be able to ensure that when we were there, we got a chance to go and see, even go up to a mountain and just look at the view. Look at Nairobi. Senator Sakaja said clearly yesterday that this is the only county that you have skyscrapers and you have a game park here. In fact, we should even now go to the extent of knowing that when these tourists land in Nairobi, when he gets in here, we should not only be concerned about when they are going back, but we should try and use and partner with these companies to be able to know where are they going, what is it that they are interested in, so that we can be able to lure them and ask them to come more and more and enjoy our beautiful culture. Mr. Speaker, sir, I thank all the senators, including Senator Dr. Wario, for really contributing and letting this country know that we've got a great thing. Now, it behooves the Ministry of Tourism, Kenya Tourism Board, to now take on the resolution of this House to ensure that they can be able to partner with these companies that use this location-based data analytics so that we can improve our position around the world in terms of tourism. I don't want a situation whereby there is what Senator Kajwang said, that at the airport, there's a gentleman there with just information. No, we want a situation whereby those tourists are the ones who are coming in. And in fact, now that we have 47 counties, Mr. Speaker, sir, every county should have a visitor's desk or welcome center. When you travel in the US, Mr. Speaker, sir, when you leave Massachusetts and you're driving to Rhode Island, when you go to the first rest area, you will find a tourism information desk there, where there's technology. You can use technology to be able to know what you can be able to find in Rhode Island. When you traverse further into Connecticut, before you get to New York, you will find also a tourism center. I think these counties now, 47 of them, can be able to tap in, and those kids who are staying at home unemployed, they can actually be able to benefit. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, with those few remarks, I reiterate again that I thank all the senators who contributed to this, and I beg to move.